kids, welcome back to Yoga by Stephanie Mia. Today's going to be a little different. We're just going to jump right into this one. It's yoga for strong and flexible legs. I'm going to start in tabletop and do a few rounds of cat-cow. Drop that belly, inhale, then curve the spine, exhale. Inhale and exhale in cat. Lovely, good job. Then send the hips back. I'm going to rest your head on the mat in child's pose. Of course, if your head is not on the mat as yet, that's okay. Just enjoy this nice deep stretch. From here, you're going to walk your hands off the mat to the left, creating a nice stretch in the right side of your body. Deep inhale and exhale. Good job. And you're going to walk your hands to the right, creating a nice stretch in the left side of your body. Once again, inhale and exhale, come back to center. Lovely. Okay, great. So from child's pose, you're going to come back into tabletop, curl those toes under, and send the hips up and back into your downward facing dog. Of course, adjust the legs as necessary, and once you're comfortable, you can start pedaling the legs, right and left and right. And really just go at your own pace and what feels comfortable for you. Remember, we're stretching through the heels, wanting those to shoot towards the mat as much as possible. Okay, great. Come back into downward facing dog. Bring the chest to the top of your thighs. Rotate the armpits as you lift that right leg up into three-legged dog. Nice and strong. Bend the knee, touch your nose, boop, and up. And we're going to do this one more time. Knee to nose. Tap. And from here, shift it forward. Come into a nice high lunge here. Arms come up and over. Cactus arms. Nice stretch in the chest. Keep your legs strong here as you bring your arms back to the mat and bring that leg through and up back to three-leg dog. Okay, great. From here, bring that leg back down. We're going to go ahead and take it back to tabletop. Do a couple rounds of cat-cow and we'll take it to the other side. Exhale, cat. Drop the belly, cow. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Nice. Curl those toes under. Send the hips up and back. You're back into your downward facing dog. Your chest is moving towards your thighs and your armpits are facing each other. Lift that leg up into a strong three-leg dog. Then you're just going to go ahead and bend that knee, bringing your knee to your nose. Send that leg back up. And we're going to do this one more time. Knee to nose. Good job. Plant that left foot at the top of your mat. Arms come up into your strong high lunge. Cactus arms. Breathe in. Open the chest. Good job. Plant that palm. And send that leg through. Back to your downward facing dog. Stretch so your chest goes as close to your thighs as possible. And from here, we're going to bend the knees so we can transition into a low lunge starting from the bottom of our mat. So we're going to bring that right leg up into sort of a 90-degree angle and really take it from a low lunge up into our high lunge. Curl those toes under, arms come up nice and strong, and we will open to warrior two. Keep that 90-degree bend in the front legs. Then straighten as we come into our extended side angle. You can, of course, rest your hand on your shin, or if your palms can come to the mat. Lovely. And inhale back up. Pivot on that back leg as we come back into a high lunge. You will step it forward into our warrior three. From here, take your time. Grab that left leg and come into a nice stretch, kind of a bow pose. You can bend that supporting leg for added balance if you wish. And then when you're ready, take it to the other side. So I turn around to ensure that my back is not facing you at any time. So from here, you can come back into that high lunge. Arms come up. And we open to warrior two, keeping that 90-degree angle in the front leg. Then we straighten, intentionally coming into that side angle stretch. Nice. You can rest your hand on your shins, or if you want to bring your fingertips towards the mat, that's fine as well. From here, we rotate through warrior 2, back to warrior 1, and we come up into our warrior 3. Again, we can go ahead and grab that right leg coming into our sort of bow pose. It doesn't have to be such a deep stretch that I just did, but just an attempt at this pose is more than enough. From here, you want to transition into chair pose. I'm going to turn my body just to face you so you can have a different angle. And once you're more comfortable, you can go ahead and sink a little lower. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, the arms come down. Bend the knees, come back into chair pose. Going to turn to the side again, so once again you can have a different angle for reference. Nice. Send the hips back and up. Arms come up as we send the hips back into chair pose. Knees aren't over the toes at any point in time. And from here, you kind of widen your stance and come into a nice yogi squat. And if that's too much, you can always come onto your toes and just rock from side to side. Lovely. So just modify as to how your hips feel and just the level you're at. From here, you can come back up. Inhale. And take it back down one more time, back into yogi squat. So we're going to do this exercise one more time, but this time when I take it up, I'm going to turn and just face the other side. And the only reason I'm facing the other side is just so that you can have a clear view of what I'm doing. So when you're ready, come to sit up nice and tall. Bring your fingertips just outside of your hips. You're going to bend them and come into a reclined stretch. From here, you're going to pedal the legs, keeping them hovered above the ground. Extend the left leg, bend the right leg, and then the opposite. So extend the right leg, bend the left leg, and just keep on doing that for a moment. Here we are strengthening the quads and the hip flexors. It's important that we do the work to stabilize these muscle groups because they really help us when we want to work safely in an increased range of motion. From here we can come to scissor the legs, lowering and lifting the leg and keeping them hovered above the ground. Great, I just wanted to include this for a nice finisher of this yoga routine. And when you're ready, you can come to lie flat on our mats as we do a reclined stretch to end the practice. So bring your right knee as close to your chest as possible. Extend the right hand out and bring the left hand on top of your right knee, stretching to the left side of your body. From here, switch sides. Bring the right hand on top of your left knee and stretch your right arm out to the side, coming into a sort of T shape. Lovely. And that's the end of practice for today. Namaste.